half court. And I announced her name, Kelsey George from Centerville, and she just walked past that free throw line.
Just walks out and turns around.
Now watch, you can see, you get to see a shot of this as it happens. Here she goes, right from the middle court. They give her a little room, and it's nothing but net, folks. And this place went crazy. You can see the Centerville fans on this side, and she was like, she couldn't believe it. That's $500 that goes to the athletic department for Centerville, and good for her. And then our next shooter came up there, and that was Michaela Perdue. She tried the same thing and just barely missed it. So
she hit the front of the rim, I believe. But what I liked about the Centerville shooter, it was just easy.
And I wanted to thank, too, from Security National Bank, John Brown, the president, and Pat Rastatter for being there and giving away that money.
Now our field goals for the Wildcats, 7 of 16, 6 of 8 for the Elks, 2 of 5 from the beyond the arc for the Wildcats. But look at this, 5 of 6 3-pointers for the Elks. Rebounds, the Wildcats out-rebounded them by 1. Elks with 8 turnovers and 5 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, not too many for the turnovers, but that's something they're going to watch down the line.
They do.
Got to make those free throws. Here we go.
Centerville's ball to begin things, and they have a 4-point lead. And we'll see if they'll play. No, I was going to say if they play around.
Look at that. Start right off the bat. And that's a new 3-point shooter, isn't it?
Yeah, Mumaw. Davis Mumaw gets his first 3-pointer. Just went to the top of the key and took the shot.
6 for 7.
33-26. That's how they're keeping the big lead right now. Ball put up, no good.
Yeah, Springfield needs to kind of regroup. Just a little bit off tonight.
There was almost a steal there, but leaning all over him, and he got caught doing it, was Jalen Minnie. So Minnie will pick up his first personal foul. As you can see, side court is where the Elks will take it in. Matt Pierce. But you're right, Gary. They still seem off. They have had some big ball games. As a matter of fact, they don't have a loss to an area team. The only losses they've got are to the teams from, well, all over the state, actually, as they've lost to some big time players, and that being to Pinkerton, to Upper Arlington, and that one is good. Coming up with that is Jeff Tolliver. But when you take a look at that, Gary, they have not lost to an area team yet. They got beaten by Hilliard Bradley, and then Moeller got them, and then they went to Find of the Hoop, and Prolific Prep got them there. So their 5 losses are from people all over the place.
Yeah, because you got to think about Moeller, the coach there at Moeller puts together one heck of a team.
Yeah, I guess.
He's got 2 or 3 guys going to D1 schools already, and if you look at the state setup, that's probably your #1 team in the state right there.
Yeah.
And just, I like the fact that the Springfield plays those teams just to kind of see what's on the other side, and it was a little troublesome, but you know what? When you're playing Moeller, if you're even hanging in there, that's something to be proud of.
You're doing a good job. I believe that Archie Malo, did he pick him now? Everybody's just kind of all over the court. I know that Brooke
It is
Cups
Archimalo. Yeah, it is on him.
Well, now wait a minute. Now they put up another number.
Well, they're still talking about it at the scores table.
Or was it Mo Jai? Was this a technical? Is at the free throw line all by himself shooting, and it's good as Jalen Minnie.
And they are 5 from 7 from the free throw line.
And Jalen Minnie, 56%. He came in averaging 10. He's got 3 points and all from the charity stripe tonight. 29-33. Could get it to within a 1 possession. It will not drop.
And those are the ones you need to have.
Yeah, you do.
In the next 12, 15 minutes.
So what we get, double technical? As going to the free throw line down here at the other end is the 65% free throw shooter, Matt Pierce. And he misses off the front of the rim. So the free throw's not dropping for either. The left-hander fires that one up, and it's perfect.
And they are 4 from 7.
Now, see, Pierce missed from the free throw line, but he's got 4 3-pointers.
And the Elks get the ball, so Centerville has the ball. So
I'm not quite sure what that was all about. 29-34, 5-point lead for Centerville over the Wildcats. Mojai gets it. Look out. You knew that was coming. He just has to turn around. No jump, just stuff it.
That must be fun for him.
6'9".
Oh, look at that. In and out.
Oh, that did everything but go down through the net on the shot taken by David Sanford. Yeah, Marshall then traveled with a basketball as he ran into a double team. I don't think I've ever seen that before. He tried to split him. And just couldn't do it. Brooke Cup's over there talking to his ball players. Now he's going to be getting someone off the bench and sending him in, that being Ryan Ballard. And they're going to say, boy, that looked like a foul to me, as driving was David Sanford, but they just said the Centerville out got all basketball.
Tipped him.
As it'll be the Wildcats ball. Lob pass into Moss. 7-point lead again for Centerville.
That's his shot right there.
Yeah, that is. Just from about the baseline right side, about 10, 12 feet away. As Moss has got his fourth field goal of the night. He's got 10 points.
5-point game once again.
But the 7 just seems like it's the lead Centerville needs. What a nice, and just missing. And then he picks up the foul. How often do you see that? Archimalo missed the easy layup and then comes up with the personal foul.
Well, Minnie almost got caught for throwing an elbow there at the end. I thought they were going to blow a whistle on that.
5:48 remaining in the third quarter. 5-point bulge now for Centerville. Goes into the corner. Here comes Moss. He drives. And
Jai's going to get the foul.
Yeah, he is going to get the foul, and he was a little upset by that. He thought he got all basketball. And so Mojai is going to pick up his first personal foul. And going to the free throw line will be Raheem Moss. Averages 18 a game. He's getting close, but he just doesn't seem like he's been well oiled tonight.
Again, out of school, 3 days. I don't know how much they practice, both teams. But then again, Centerville has to travel over here in the cold on a bus,
that's true.
On a school bus. So, and that's about, it's a.
And me, I had to travel over here in an old Buick.
I wouldn't call your wife that.
Oh, would you stop it? Oh, 2 of them missed. Rebound looked like it was coming down into the hands of David Sanford, and then the ball just went out of bounds, and it was touched by Centerville. So the Wildcats have the basketball.
Uh-oh.
It's getting a little gamey in there right now, as we've got a whistle and a foul.
On Moss, I think.
Yeah, Moss with an offensive foul.
Watch here. And I just elbowed him, and then that's pretty easy when that guy goes down like that.
Yeah.
This official crew is pretty good. They, like I said, we've seen them quite a bit, and they've worked together quite a bit. There's a steal.
Bad pass.
Turnover 11, Lee.
Wow. Minnie comes down with it and drives the court, puts it up. It will not go, and they're going to say it was touched by Centerville. Crowd, now watch this. Is it a foul where he was shooting?
No.
Don't you think so?
He just got it knocked out.
All right.
See, right there's the
inbounds pass. So Moss with that little jumper from the baseline. Now that should have gone in. As Gary said, that's his shot. Right or left side, about 12 feet away. That one just rimmed it, would not go through. And dribbling the ball all over the court. Let's see, who did they call that on?
On Tolliver.
They called it on Tolliver. Okay, I thought that's his third. I thought maybe Ballard threw an elbow in there as he was dribbling the basketball. So right in front of the Centerville bench, it will be Centerville taking the ball inbounds with a 5-point lead.
Well, you think of what Brooke Cupps has done for the Centerville team, Lee.
Yes.
He's not the kind of coach that sits over there, yells and screams, and he just directs the kids and gets them to do exactly what he wants to do. Be in that right spot at the right time, and just play clean basketball. And that's how he's a winner.
And he teaches.
Right.
And you are right what you said. do what I do, and you're going to win, or what I say, and you're going to win some ball games. That's exactly what's happened to that basketball program. Boy, almost taking a shot. Oh, what nice behind the back dribble, and then he feeds Archimalo, who picks up his 6th, 7th point of the night.
Yeah, that's just textbook. That's about as pretty as it gets. Kick out play down the lane here for Springfield.
Minnie puts it up short off the glass.
Just off tonight.
Here come the Elks, and goes out of bounds, and they're going to say touched by the Wildcats.
Yeah, that was. We got Michael Cooper down there sitting on the floor. He was in a dangerous situation.
Yeah, he was.
And he was looking at his camera. I don't even think he knew that happened.
He was. He still is. How come this isn't working? Centerville with the basketball. They've been playing good ball.
Take it to the hoop. Oh, kicks it out.
Free throw line jumper. No, won't go. And a nice rebound brought down in there by Howard as he took it away from the Centerville Elk.
Yeah, just 4 minutes left to go in the third.
Three-pointer launch. Nope, that one's off too.
Got to get good looks, Lee.
Yes, you do. And those are like desperation shots with 3:30.
And you don't need it.
No.
You don't need it this time.
Not with 4 minutes left in the third
quarter.
There's
a throwaway. Turnover number 12.
For Centerville. How many does
Springfield has 7.
Okay. But it's not hurting Centerville right now. Well, that's because they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 3-pointers.
7 point, that magic number.
Yes, there it is again. 31-38. Now Springfield slows it down, and that's what they should. Isaiah Carson up over there going, okay, guys, and tries to direct traffic over there as well. We're going to weave out front. Minnie almost lost it. Now he goes into the lane, and was no good. Rebound was up, still won't go. Rebound up, that one goes. Who got it? Jeff Tolliver.
Three's a charm, huh?
Well, I guess.
24 field goal attempts, making 10.
No.
50%. Oh, there's a throwaway again. Turnover 13.
Yeah, actually, it was Mitchell trying to hit Ballard, except Ballard went the other way, and Mitchell threw it the other way.
Yeah, right now, Coach Cups over there is sending in replacement there because he said, hey, you know, you can't be turning that ball over.
No.
And that is turnover 13.
Boy, that's something you don't see from a team coached by Brooke Cups.
Sneed's in there now.
All right, with the basketball and in the corner with the jumper. Does it go? Won't go.
That's why you follow your shot.
Yeah, and he was a little bit out of his range, I think.
You follow your shot, you get another look at it inside off the glass.
And it's going to be a much better shot.
Yep.
So Centerville working it. Almost tripping and traveling with the ball. People across the way thought he did travel. Rebound put up, will not go. Karma, huh? Sneed put it up and wouldn't drop. The drive up and in, and on his back rolling around is Jeff Tolliver. As Tolliver picks up his 10th point. Watch this.
I know. And watch.
Watch, here it comes. Boy, he had all kind of hands with black uniforms all over him.
And he comes up and he has a chance to make this a 2-point ball game.
And they give the foul to Archimalo. I'm glad I didn't have to call that. There was a bunch of hands in there. So Tolliver trying to hit a free throw. It's up. Nope, won't drop. Ball knocked around and Centerville's got it. We'll bring it up court. 2:22 remaining in this third quarter. 35-38. And again, that lead's starting to come down. But what happens? Centerville gets hot with the threes and ends up with a 7, 8, 9-point lead. Wide open down the lane.
Oh, that's how you drive down the lane for a bucket.
Boy, Ballard just knew he was going to get it, and this one goes out of bounds as Isaiah Carson up off the bench trying to say something to Raheem Moss. But it's all works out to Springfield's ball. They're down by 5. 35-40 with under 2 minutes remaining in this ball game. And now I think they're, Gary, doing what they should do, is just kind of take their time. But then a three-point is fired up, no good, wildly.
They've made 2 3-pointers.
That's it. And they
9
were both
attempts.
They were both made by Larry Stevens.
Yep. And 9 attempts.
9, not good. So timeout on the court with 1:33 remaining. 40 to 35. Springfield Clark CTC Career Technology Center got an open house and a chili supper.
Thursday, February the 7th, 4 to 8 p.m. Chili and Lee will be there. That's all you have to say. Food and he'll be there.
At 1901 Summer Road, Springfield. Commit to your future and learn about the advantages of technical education.
Now, they have a gourmet cooking area there, so that's not just your can of chili there. That's going to be gourmet chili. So show up for that February the 7th, 4 to 8.
So no
because those students can cook. I'll tell you what, we've been over there for conferences, and they have meals that they cook. They're out of this world.
When it comes to eating in the Miami Valley, ladies and gentlemen.
we know about it.
We know it. It's going to be Centerville's ball, and they'll take it outside court right in front of their own bench. As racing back into the backcourt is Ryan Marshall. He's a little quarterback for this ball club.
Isn't he?
Yeah,
I
very
like
fast.
A nice ball handler back there.
As they're working it around. How many times? Oh, Moss was right there that time. Let's see, he goes. They're saying he got a lot of basketball. I'd have to see that again. Moss,
here it is.
Okay, let's see what happens. That's close. That's close. That may be a good call.
Still, you go up with that underhand scoop and get a safe layup.
Yes. You know, the crowd doesn't have to cheer all the time. Yeah, I know.
They want that, but there we go.
Nice little reverse under the bucket with Moss. Moss has got 12.
Down to 3. Could it be a tie game here at the end of 3? Let's see.
And trying to get the ball back was Minnie. And it goes out of bounds, so it'll be Centerville's basketball with 56 seconds remaining in this third quarter. A little bit lower scoring ball game than I thought it would be.
A lot lower than I thought, yeah. Of course, you look at how they were last time. They were up, what, 60 to
64.
Yeah.
So now there's going to be, I believe, another foul called. And this one will be underneath on Howard. So Centerville's ball. Howard picks up his second personal foul. Inbound, stolen. Nice defensive play by Tolliver. And then Howard picked it up. 40 seconds. Let's go for the tie. And then make hay in the fourth quarter and see what happens. So Centerville's dropping back. As Brooke Cups over there saying, drop back, let him hold the ball.
Yeah, see Jai's right there in the center. You're not going to get a drive on him right now.
No.
So you're going to have to do two passes, double pass, and then get a good three-point look. Or drive down the lane.
Yeah, get that foul.
If you foul here, get the foul on Jai, whatever. But
10 seconds.
Here's the Cubs defense right now.
Minnie comes out. He takes the three. That's too hard off the back. It's a rebound coming down to Mojai, and that's the way we end 3 quarters of action in the books. A 40 to 37 lead for Centerville. More Game of the Week coverage coming up on the local TV for me, Sports Network.
I'm your phone. Stuck down here between your seat and your console? Playing a little hide and seek.
Cold. Boiling. Jackpot. And if you've got cut rate car insurance, you could be picking up these charges yourself.
So get Allstate, where agents help keep you protected from mayhem. Like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
Call me, Jim Twiggs, at 390-3330, located in the Kroger Shopping Center.
A lot has changed in 80 years, but at the IH Credit Union, some things will never change. The IH Credit Union will always be member-owned and will always do what's right for our community. Stop in today at the IH Credit Union.
We are back. fourth quarter action. And will Springfield stay undefeated in league play? This is gonna bring it out. Because I tell you right now, they've got to go to Hilliard-Davidson tomorrow to play another Columbus ball club.
It'll be like playing in a heat wave.
Well, you know,
traveling over there after the frigid weather we've had.
It will be.
And maybe that'll perk everybody up. I don't know.
But this is what I like about the team. You know, Coach Carson, he said, if you want to do well with tournament time coming up, play the big boys. See how they play. There's a corner shot by Minnie. Yep, he got it. I was watching Minnie in the pregame, and he can hit that three, and he gets his first one there. He's got 6.
3 for 10.
Wow.
Almost a steal again.
Yeah.
Tie ball game here, folks.
And I will say one thing, Gary. If you watch Centerville, sometimes they telegraph their passes.
Look at
there
that.
He goes, and he missed the layup. And he steps out of bounds, I believe, was Minnie, or Jai. Jai.
He comes down with the ball. Right there, his left foot's out of bounds.
Yep. Already. Taking the lead. They could. Is Springfield here? How long has it been since we've said that? What a drive, and it will not drop.
And we got a foul underneath there.
And who's this going to go on?
Watch here. See what happens right here. It's got to be on the other side there, underneath here. Is this going to be on Marshall?
I don't think there's a foul, Gary. I think it was just out of bounds.
Out of bounds, okay.
Yeah.
Because I saw them pointing and everybody
Yeah,
was,
that's what I thought, too. I thought there was going to be a foul called. That's why we're sitting here.
I think Marshall tapped it out of bounds is what they did.
Okay. All right, now 40-40. Springfield's got to take their time as soon as I say that. Driving
jump
with the ball. It's going to be a jump ball. Guess who the possession arrow goes to? It will be for Centerville. So Centerville gets the ball back.
Don't see that call too much underneath the basket.
Mojai, I'm trying to. He also has a three-pointer for it tonight. He's way down here. Here comes the pass. Yeah.
Lee, that would have been out of the building in most places, but he went up there and got that. How did he catch that thing?
Didn't have to go up that high either for him.
If you put him in the end zone, Lee, and throw that ball 12 feet in the air over the goalpost, he's going to catch it.
Yeah, that is true.
That's amazing. This kid's a good ball player right there.
Marshall gets his first 2 of the night.
Yeah, and he deserves it, but he's been the quarterback all night long.
He has. Centerville takes the lead again, 42-40. Springfield with a three-pointer launch. Minnie cannot get it. Mojai comes up with a rebound, and there is a foul called on someone, and I think it might be number 2, and that's who it is, Howard. So Howard gets his 3rd. And you can see some of the disgust in the faces of the Springfield ball players.
Also on the disgusted faces, Coach Cups over there with these turnovers.
Yeah.
15 for his team. He does not like that kind of play.
Well, especially as we know him, as a perfectionist that he is, that's just got to be grinding away at him.
And especially in this type of a game. It's a close game.
Yes.
Remember, they've been up by 7. This ball's double teamed out of bounds by Springfield. His foot was just out of bounds right in front of us.
Nice steal by Minnie, but as Gary had mentioned, there's the hand and then the feet, Centerville's ball goes all the way back into the backcourt. I thought we had a catastrophe there with the official. They almost tripped.
You know, if Marshall was just a little bit taller, he reminds me a little bit of Josh Schuler.
Yes.
That same kind of build.
But knows basketball.
Yep.
And Centerville double teamed, and Moss and Minnie could not take the ball away.
Oh, look at that
to
lane.
The baseline. Oh, and there would have been, I think, 2 points had the ball been laid up.
He even had a shot at it, slamming it in there too.
But he's fouled. He's going to be fouled by Minnie, so he'll get a couple of shots. Won't drop.
And his adrenaline's going a little bit too much right now for that free throw.
So Minnie gets his second personal foul. Trying to increase that lead to 3, cannot do it. Coming down with a rebound is Stevens. Down court quickly, baseline jumper will not go, and I believe he's going to be fouled by Marshall.
Yep. Watch this shot here. This gets fouled at the end.
Yep. And I don't think that was a 3-point shot. So going to the charity stripe will be Sanford. Sanford's got 2 points. Came in averaging 13 points a ball game. There's the shot. It's up. It's good.
6 for 11, 50% from the line.
You know, I was kind of kidding around about, yeah, this one may go into overtime in the first half, but right now it's 41-42. 5:14 remaining in this basketball game. Didn't want to mention it, but Sanford is, if you want somebody to go to the stripe, he's the one, 76%, and he cans both of those.
Somebody to keep in mind down towards the end here.
You betcha. Oh, look at that. Mojai, they're leaving him alone. He gets lost down at the end of the court. And so what's he have to do? Take the pass and stuff it.
Now what you got to do is Springfield is come right back down that court. Pick up that pace.
Jump shot, free throw line, good.
Because you got a big guy doing that, but can he keep up the pace if you're running it down the field court?
That's so true. That's so true.
Because those bigs always end up being the last ones back, and if you pick up the pace here, if you're Springfield in the last 4 minutes, you have a good shot at winning this game. It's a tie game right now. This is anybody's game.
And I was just watching him out of breath over there as he sat down. Don't forget, as always, we'll have our Player of the Game award winner coming up during our post-game show, as presented by, you got it, your All-State agent, your good hands man, Jim Twiggs, at 2985 Durr Road in Springfield and 2781 Orchard Run in West Carrollton.
You know, we've been under some really, really frigid weather here, and Twiggs has been with us all the time. There's this nice shot there. Look at this. Gets the rebound as Moss and comes down, kicks it out here to, now watch this shot here. He's going to slip it back in, try to go underneath, outside, and drains it for the 3. We were talking about the cold weather. Mechanicsburg and Dave Kale that does our keys to the game.
Yes.
It was 47 below zero with a wind chill up there this last week. And what do? They continue to, you know, support all the community and all the sports in the area. So
that's the way it goes. You see that stuff by, he doesn't have to jump a whole lot.
And when he dunks, he's what, about 6 inches off the floor? I mean, he
pretty much stand there on his tiptoes.
Yeah.
But look where he's at. Look where he's at. And if you get a long pass down court to him, he's got himself another 2 points.
And he caught one, folks, that you can't see him now. He'll come in your picture right now. At the far end, if you threw it up to the top of the ceiling, he'd get it. Now watch it come back to him. There he is.
There it is, high lob pass. And Jai's got to go out with it. There's Marshall at the free throw line, down the lane, stops. Oh, could not get it. And the carom finally comes into the hands of Moss. And Moss drives, he's just cold. Second shot put up, will not go. Finally, Centerville comes up with it, as Sanford had a chance to come up with a couple of points. And going down to the court hard was Larry Stevens. So Stevens will pick up his first personal foul of the night. But that is the 8th team foul on the Wildcats, which means going to the free throw line, 65% free throw shooter, Matt Pierce.
And it's their 10th trip down here.
Pierce nails it.
And shooting 50%, 5 for 10.
He had 13 at the break, and now he's got 15. Now he's got 16. .410 remaining here in this basketball game. 46-44, the lead goes back to Centerville. But I guess if you're looking at it, we keep saying that Springfield hasn't had a lead for a long time, but you only need it at the end of the ball game.
Yeah, you can't drive down that lane with the big guy there.
Whoa, there was an elbow that was thrown by Mojai. They're letting him play right into the face of Sanford, and nothing was called.
Well, you know when you're that big and you're just moving, you're gonna those elbows are gonna hit something. You know, I mean, it's not like you're really intentional, but you're gonna be double teamed all the time.
And we've got a foul. Picking him up real tight was Larry Stevens. So Larry will pick up his second. There he is with that rebound. Going to the free throw line will be Ryan Marshall. Marshall, an 83% free throw shooter. He's got 2 points tonight, but this guy has been the little quarterback out there. And boy, is he quick. You brought that up a couple of times, Gary. Averages 9 a ball game. The 5'8" senior guard looking for his 3rd point. There it is.
Nice shot. 7 for 12. He has a nice rotation, nice follow through, and just takes his time.
And Mo Jai's laughing.
Jai's having a ball out there.
Well, he's laughing at himself because he took off down to the other end of the court.
He's having a ball.
And Marshall had another shot. There we go.
And 8 for 13.
And a 4-point lead now.
It gets a little desperate right now for Springfield. They
They
got to get some good looks.
Missed everything. Stevens just, I'm not quite sure why they're shooting it that quick, Gary.
Yeah, and especially when you have a big guy like Jai underneath the basket.
Yeah.
He's going to look at that shot. Elk's running away with it right now.
Marshall comes up with 2 more.
Now see, Jai's right down here low. You got a timeout right now. There we go.
Wow, it's amazing. As look at that drive. Look at that drive. Did you see his motion going in? And that's the little quarterback, Ryan Marshall.
And that's the difference. Last year they had Leonard for Springfield.
Yeah.
So they had a big guy down there that could shut you down. Now it's Jai for Centerville.
Don't forget Facebook, Twitter. If you want to know what's going on, if you want to get connected, go to www.localtvforme.com. Community events and sports stories, contests, videos, Local TV for Me. That's www.localtvforme.com.
And YouTube. You get on there and you get to watch the game.
That's right. Tomorrow at about noon or so for the YouTube. For the YouTubers, and I'm one of them too. 3:06 remaining here in this ball game. And now this is where you've got to put it together. Quit messing around and play the basketball that got you to 9-0.
And see if he can wear out Jai, because I think he's going to be there for the end of the game.
Ball.
Look at that turnover.
Hit off the knee of Sanford and another turnover. All the way down court it comes and thrown off the foot of Moss. Then it goes off the foot of Pierce. And now it's a scrum. Possession arrow goes to Springfield. Don't forget, if you want something local and you want to keep it local, if you don't have WRCX television on your cable lineup, call your provider. There are the numbers right there, and say, look, we want WRCX. We want to see these local basketball games. That's what you do. That's all you got to do. Look at those numbers. Give them a call right now. I don't know. This is not the same Springfield team that we saw a couple of weeks ago. Of course.
Seemed a little bit slower paced.
Yes.
And I don't know if it's just that competition with Wayne, but Centerville should be no different.
It shouldn't
but
be.
with Wayne, they really want to win that game. But I think when you're in the GWAC, you need to win every game when you're playing these teams, because by the time you get to the tournament, anybody could knock you off at any given time. There's a nice layup again there going down the lane, and he's done all night long, and that's Ryan Marshall. And talk about a player, huh?
Well, yeah. He's, it shows on the scoreboard that he's got 4 or 6 points.
Oh, look at the slam dunk.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, Centerville trying to get the ball in. High lob pass. There it goes. Mo Jai with it.
And he's smiling the whole time.
He's just standing there, and we're going to have a timeout call. As the count was on him.
He's just smiling. He's having the best time of his life down there.
But some of the things you were talking about, Gary, is that winning 7 in a row now and going for maybe 8 is the team that's setting up for the playoffs, and that's Centerville. Don't forget, you can be watching next week, next Friday. It's Ohio Heritage Conference matchup, and it's going to be the Green and Knights against the Catholic Central Fighting Irish, okay? Just make sure that you join us next Friday. And, of course, on WRCX at 8 o'clock on Saturday. And, of course, you can watch the games live. And, of course, you can watch them forever on YouTube as well. So check it out, as we'll have another dandy for you from the Ohio Heritage Conference. Boy, there's a team that has turned things around. Has been Catholic Central.
Catholic Central, they started off gangbusters and still playing some pretty good basketball.
All right, Centerville with it now. This is where, if you're Centerville, you make them foul you.
Oh.
John, that was a heck of a defensive play by Sanford. As Centerville was driving, Sanford just grabbed the ball and wouldn't let go.
And they had a jump ball doing the same thing at the other end. So
possession arrow.
Yep. Now that clock is really important. 2:25, folks. 6-point game. It's been a 7-point swing just about the whole game. We were tied up at one point at 44.
Boy.
And when you have Jai down there, he is your biggest weapon for the Elks right now, because you cannot go down underneath there.
Look at that block.
I know, it's just impossible.
It's just coming right back at you, boys.
So that's where you need to get somebody on the outside, like Stevens, to try to hit those threes and try to get something going from out there. You can get in the key a little bit like that nice little jumper. There's in and out, just can't go.
Well, they're only a 29% three-point shooting team. They're not an outside shooter, so you can't get it. You've got to work the ball around, and then you've got to shoot where Mojai isn't. The only
and just
way
from field goal, they're half at 50%. So.
Yeah. The only way you're going to get Jai out of there is if you hit the three-pointer.
Now getting called for the elbow, throwing his elbow is Minnie.
Larry Stevens just kind of holding his hand over his head. Coming up with his third personal foul will be
Minnie.
Yeah. In Centerville at the free throw line. Caleb Mitchell, no good on that one.
Nice rebound by the cheerleader.
Nice rebounder by the Elk cheerleader.
It'd be fun to have a cheerleader just go up there and slam dunk it. There he goes.
That one's good. 54% free throw.
Now they're running. Here comes. Oh, Moss almost turned it over.
Almost did.
You got to be careful here. Just get the bucket you can. There's underneath.
Puts it up. Nice drive. Will not drop. A lot of people are calling for goaltending.
I don't think it was.
No, I don't either. 1:30 remaining in the ballgame. And Centerville's got this wrapped up, and the only way you can do it now is if you're a Springfield is
Tolliver.
You have to foul. Tolliver picks up his fourth.
I think what happens if you just wait too long, you kind of put yourself out of the game, because there's a tight window in there where you're going to get some points just on transition.
Yeah. And when they got it tied here in this second half, that was the time to hold on to the ball, look for that good shot, and they didn't.
But I don't know if that's all the case, because Jai was down low doing a great job. So.
But then again, if you've got a guy.
There's another miss. Look at that.
That was over the back. Nice tap in, though. We'll give it to him by Caleb Mitchell.
Never give up, huh?
I guess. Now they have to shoot. Minnie missed everything. Rebound by Springfield. Another three-pointer. Nope, won't go. Mojai comes up with a rebound. 53-44, and going for their...
Oh. They tried to do an alley-oop, threw it away. Turnover 18, Lay.
What'll be going, Centerville will now go, if they keep this lead, to 7-2. Wayne is 7-2, or could be 8-2, and 9-1 will be Springfield. That'll be their first league loss. Three-pointer is launched. Nope. They've just been off. 53 seconds. That's it. And a foul is going to be called, and I'm not sure if it's going to be called on Stevens or on Sanford. If it's on Sanford, he's gone. Sanford is third. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong one. Tolliver would have had to pick up the personal foul, and he would have been gone. But it's the third personal foul on Sanford. Now Moss is going to the bench. I noticed that one trip down the court, he took one to the eye, or to the forehead, and was a little slow in moving back down the court.
And again, how close the game is. You got to keep your composure at all times, And it's easier said than to actually do it. But
yeah, that's true.
We've all been there before, So.
8 points now for Ryan Marshall. And he will get another one. That is up and
10 for 18.
Back through. Yeah, there was a foul and then I think a technical foul. And so here is his fourth shot.
And he's the guy you want at the line, isn't he?
83%. 83%. He's got 6 from the charity stripe.
And they get the ball.
Yeah, that's right. With the technical foul, he's got 10 points. 6 of those coming from the charity stripe. We're down to 51 seconds remaining in the ball game, and the lead is now stretched. When people see the score, they're going to go, "Well, that wasn't even a ball game." Well, it was. It's
great
just
ball
that it got
game.
away. Just got away.
And I think that layoff kind of hurt both teams if you look at the score here. But
now that was a foul that was done by Sanford.
oh, look at this here. No, they're
Sanford will pick up the personal foul.
Yeah, Sanford, yep.
And that's all he could do is when Mitchell came down court, he could just grab him and just had to make sure he didn't get the shot up. But he's going to get 2 shots no matter what because it is Springfield way over the limit.
And 1 shot.
1 shot. He made, there's the jumper, no. Rebound brought down by Minnie.
Oh,
Who
Jai
loses
again.
the ball. Yeah, Jai.
Just
And here he comes. Marshall. Oh, I thought he was going to have a nice feed there, but doing the smart thing was Mitchell and just
now this
throwing
is
the ball
Cubs
back out.
basketball right here. This is Cubs basketball.
Yeah. We've got the win. Let's just move the ball around. And the ball's going to go out of bounds, and it was touched last, I think, by number 3, and that being Pierce. Down to 17 seconds, 60-44. 3-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound to Centerville. That's going to do it. 9 seconds. Here comes Marshall. He's going to stay away from the bucket. And that is going to be it. Yep, it is all in the books. As in this 4th quarter, getting real hot was Centerville to come up with the 60-44 victory, outscoring Springfield 20-7 in the 4th quarter. That's it. We'll be back with more, and we'll find out exactly who our All-State player of the game was, and we'll take a look at some highlights as well on the local TV for me, Sports Network.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Call me, Jim Twiggs, at 390-3330, located at 2985 Durr Road in the Kroger Shopping Center.
A lot has changed in 80 years. Where we live, the cars we drive, and even how we do our banking. But at the IH Credit Union, some things will never change, like our commitment to helping our members build better lives. The IH Credit Union will always be member-owned and will always step up and do what's right for our members and our community. Stop in today and check out what has changed as well as what will never change at the IH Credit Union.
And it's the post-game report. Taking a look at some highlights. And Gary, let's see how we got to our final score of 60-44.
Well, I'll tell you right now, on these highlights, you're going to see a guy that's pretty tall. 6 foot. And there's a nice, wonderful layup. Sweeping around the side there is Sneed. And then coming up here is Moss. Moss did a great job. They just didn't click tonight, just didn't have it going. But that's a beautiful around-the-back layup there by Pierce. As it goes, and not Pierce, I take that back, Tolliver. And then Moss gets fouled, tries to do a slam dunk. Not fouled, but we thought it was a foul. The ball was knocked out of bounds. And it comes back. Just look at the big guy under here is Jai, and you just can't get in close enough. And even if you do miss that shot, you're not going to get a second chance.
Not going to get a rebound.
And there's Jai going on up there with just a slam dunk. Playing a pretty good game up and down the court for a big guy, getting back in transition.
And time now for our All-State Player of the Game Award, brought to you by Jim Twiggs. And tonight's winner, Gary, is who?
Well, he's number 0, but he got 10 points tonight. And he was basically the leader of the offense and the defense and the free throw line and for the Elks tonight. Ryan Marshall, congratulations to the senior 5'8" guard. You are our All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. Keep on passing that ball. Don't be selfish and make those free throws.
Boy, and you don't have to have all the points in the ball game. You have to play team ball. Now, make sure you join us again next Friday night from Greenon High School as the Knights are going to be hosting the Catholic Central Fighting Irish. Till next Friday night, on behalf of Mr. Gary Littell, this is yours truly, Lee Riley, wishing everyone a very pleasant good evening.